Hi, I'm Stuart O'Hara and I graduated from York with an MA in Solo Voice Ensemble Singing in 2018. I now work as a professional singer and I divide my time between being a lay vicar in the choir of Westminster Abbey and freelance singing solo in groups, in consorts and choirs around the UK and other places. When I decided to study the MA at York, I was thinking of it as professional development. I was 28 at the time and I'd been working in Liverpool, having a portfolio music career for about 7 years. But I figured that a change of environment, maybe some new ideas, some new input was what I needed to take my game up a level. Studying on the solo voice ensemble singing pathway absolutely revolutionised my singing and the way I think about music. Now, that wasn't just the input of Robert Hollingworth, the course leader. I feel like I learned from my colleagues, well, my fellow students in the cohort, who are now my colleagues. I work with them in the real world quite a lot now. But it was also the singing lessons that I had with Alex Ashworth, taking part in departmental ensembles like the 24, Chimera. I was an assistant chorus master for the university choir for a little bit. What did I learn? Well, I learned just how far you can go with text. I always thought I was a text-based singer and I learned you can always go further. But also things about emotional content, tuning, very useful, and how you cater for the needs of an audience. In general, what I would say is that I learned the rules and my knowledge of the rules went so much further up, but I also learned to relax around how you follow the rules, which is really good prep for singing out in the world of performance. Before a big performance, there's a couple of things I do. Sometimes I go for acupuncture a couple of days before, because apart from anything, it helps me sleep. But it can also free me up bodily a little bit. For the same reason, sometimes it might be a session of Alexander technique, or I tried a Thai massage recently before a performance of the John Passion. So those are some of the physical things I do. Arguably, the preparation is more about not allowing my stress and the slight anxiety about the performance. It's not allowing that to introduce physical tension that's still there in performance. Mentally, I usually try and take a bit of a walk before the performance. I don't tend to go and get food with a gaggle of people and chat and shout and everything. I'll go for a quiet walk, rest my voice, have a look around, see if there's anything interesting. I might be in a town, you know, at Yeovil or Newbury or Dewsbury or somewhere. Go and have a look around. That's usually a good way of bringing me down to earth, ready to go onto stage. What would I say to a young classical singer earlier on in their training or ready to enter the professional world? Well, I do say, because I spend a lot of time with them, and I would say there is a saying that you're only as good as your last performance. Now, I don't believe that. Don't get me wrong, if you believe that and that sharpens you up for performance, then good, keep with it. Personally, I think singing is more about the long game. Yeah, it's an aggregate of everything you've done. And what I would say to the young singer is that your worth as a singer does not depend on any single piece of music, on any single session, on any single audition. Okay, you are not trying to cram everything about your musical personality. Arguably, as a singer, that includes your non-musical personality as well. You're not trying to show that off all at once, and you can't be accurately estimated on it. Yeah, so I would say, you know, take pleasure in the law of averages. Also, I would say you've got time, don't rush. Like, you've got so much time ahead of you. Go and live a bit, because if you've lived, you'll be a better singer. So we're coming up to halfway through 2025, and there's still plenty of stuff going on. What have I got in the diary? Well, in September and October, I'm going to France with Ensemble Jupiter, which is run by Thomas Dunford, lutenist, and Léa Descende, who's a mezzo, and we're going to do a tour of Handel's Theodora, so I'm really, really looking forward to that. I sing quite regularly with a group called the Caris Singers, directed by George Paris. We've got two main focuses this year. The first is the 90th birthday of Arvo Pärt, the Estonian composer. So we're doing a lot of concerts to do with that celebration, that jubilee. But also, we are coming up to Bradford, which is UK City of Culture 2025, and we are taking part in the New Music Biennial. And that's being run jointly between Bradford and London's South Bank. So we're going to do concert programmes that are all premieres, including Daniel Kidane's Dale. Haven't seen it yet, but I've sung Daniel's music before, and I'm pretty excited about what we're going to be doing.